We think we might have cracked it. We might have cracked eBay and know how to make your sales go through the roof, because this happened for us.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to the channel. My name's Alexis.
And I'm Jen.
And we're That's Flipping Retro.
We buy stuff, we sell stuff, we eat pot noodles.
Yes, we do. So it's very warm here today, isn't it?
It's boiling. If you can hear the whizzing noise, it's a fan.
Yeah.
And we're not turning it off.
Otherwise we would wilt like flowers.
Alexis managed to pick up some books.
I did get some
free.
books. Yeah, so there is some of them were like actually bought with real money, and some of them free, because we do go to a charity shop where every now and again they do give away free books. So I just go in and kind of grab books, and you know, you get like a bag full of books for nothing. So these were two things actually. I'll put the prices, they'll go up on screen because I can't entirely remember what I listed them as, but you will see them on screen. So Jen got these two Bibles from a charity shop in Yarmouth, I believe.
And it was because one of our viewers said that religious books are, can be worth a few quid.
But I also remember watching a Ricky Resellers video, and he also said, he said the same sort of thing. He said Bibles can be worth money. And I think Rummage Around said also some cookbooks, so you should bear that in mind. And if you sell some similar cookbooks in bundles, like, you can also make, you know, money out of those. So this is a Holy Bible. It is a service edition. I'll pick up the embossed writing on that, but that is a Navy and military. And then you have the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures. And yeah, so these two, I think you picked them up, were they 50p each?
10 pence each.
So they were 10p each. So that's good. So yeah, put prices on screen for these so you can see 10p into, well, obviously you got minus fees, etc. But yeah, so that's what we have listed them for. This one I got for free. This was, so I picked this up for myself out of a charity shop about 3 weeks ago. And it was a different edition. This is large print. This is also ex-library. But large print actually seems to be fairly popular. And some of the books, even though they're not very like profitable, just in a normal edition, in the large print they can do a little bit better. So this one is about a Norfolk policeman who was also in the war, and that's gone on for, well, this price here. Yes, and that has all of that actually has all the library stuff in it, to be fair, all the stamps and bits of paper and stuff. But yes, that was free. So this cost me about, I think it was about £4.14 off Vinted that I noticed, and it's called Frightened of the Glasgow Ice Cream Wars. And I'll put up on screen how much it's listed for, because these are actually really, really difficult to get hold of. You know, so basically grab this, and yeah, I'm gonna see how that does. Obviously you can reduce the price as we go, but there we are. This was a free one, but this wasn't from that charity shop. This was from Jen's dad.
Old Bob, the legend.
Yes, and this is a Pearl Harbor illustrated history. And he just handed that to you on your way out the door, and got it back. It was worth very little just for the book. But then I noticed this. Not the first time I've grabbed a book and then realised there is an autograph in it that nobody else noticed. So this is signed by the author, which means it's worth more, in the heading towards £20 range, really, for that one. So
thank you, Dad.
Yes, so that was a good little bargain for free.
But we think we might have cracked it. We might have cracked eBay and know how to make your sales go through the roof, because this happened for us.
We'll just keep this as the last one. So this was a surprising one from the charity shop for free, which is Clive Callow, Power from the Sea, about the search for North Sea oil and gas, and it's more sort of a textbook type book, realistically. It's got all sort of illustrations, obviously, you know, the bit, you know, block of writing, and then you've got illustrations and stuff. Ex-library, but it doesn't have all the you know, little bits of paper in it or anything. It's just got the stamp and a bit of discoloration on the dust jacket. But I noticed on eBay there was somebody selling it without the dust jacket, and they were asking for, I can't remember. I can't remember exactly how much they asked for, but this is how much this one I've put on for. And so their version without the dust jacket would be worth, I think about 10 or less than this, because there's none on with the dust jacket. So yeah.
We made a video last week about how dire eBay is, and we had lots of views, well, lots for us, lots of comments, and we're not sure if eBay were watching us too and seeing all the negativity and thinking, right, I'll show them, we have the power, I'll turn their store on and give them good sales for a couple of days. So what happened was, the 2 days after our video went up, we had the best sale days that we've had this whole entire year. Alexis is going to get my tin foil. So I think that eBay have been watching us.
That's better.
Yes. And turned our store on.
Much money, partner.
Only had a shaft blown. Because we had the best sales days we've had this entire year in a row, 2 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And it was absolutely mental. But now, it's dead again. So I think eBay were watching us and saying, we have the power, be on our side, and we'll turn your shop on again.
However, do you really think that they would be watching such a low level one? I mean, not being funny, there are much bigger channels than ours who are actually going to go, they're intending to go head to head with eBay, and our channel is quite a lot smaller. So do you think they would really be doing that?
No, I don't think they even know we exist, to be honest. And I think it was just a coincidence.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's stuff like this that causes the old...
Can I take my hat off?
Yeah, the old conspiracy theories there is... That's much better. So, there you go. We all float down here, Georgie. So, yeah, basically, it's coincidences sometimes that cause a lot... That was a foil hat that's possessed. They cause a lot of the... the panic, don't they? Or the kind of suspicion, shall we say, of, like, oh, well, I said this, so therefore then I had a sale pretty much like 5 minutes later. Must have been because of what I said.
But you could literally say, I had cheese and pickle for lunch, and then my sales went up.
Yeah.
It must be the cheese and pickle.
Yeah. Yeah, or I went to the toilet twice today, then I had a sale. Yeah, must be the toilet trips. So yeah, there you go. If you want your shop to succeed, go to the toilet twice. Yeah. But yeah, it's all just stuff where I think a lot of it is coincidental, and it is kind of there's various factors why you may or may not be making money off of eBay, just like any other shop. I mean, like with the Etsy one, I've only just started putting books on. I've got like 46 on there at the moment. I know for a fact though that I'm probably not going to get the level of sales that I want out of that until I've got a lot more than that on there. So it's probably more to do with quite simply the quantity of stuff that I'm selling. It's not got anything to do with, like Etsy are watching me. They've Etsy cam all over, rigged up all over everywhere I go, and they're watching me to make sure that I'm, I don't know, sending them the secret code word, which is going like that behind my back. Let's increase my sales, please. And all this kind of thing. It's just like, I don't think it's possible. But then again, I think maybe the bigger channels, there is something to it because they have more influence. Yeah. But certainly a channel as low, and we're not mocking them, honestly.
No. We're having a laugh because we don't take anything seriously.
But it is just simply the fact that ours is so low level. Like, why would they actually be that bloody interested in what we have to say? I mean, if we got to kind of the level of Mr. Beast, though, which you can make happen.
Yes, by subscribing. Stop now, stop. Stop what you're doing. Subscribe. And tickle the like button as well.
Tickle the like button.
Tickle it.
Or
tickle
press
the
it.
Pickle.
Press it savagely.
Yeah.
Using all the force
hammer
you
it.
have.
Hammer
it to death.
With a mallet.
Yes. Shove your chin upon the notification bell.
Whatever. We don't.
Or whichever other part of your anatomy
how it gets done.
Want.
Subscribe and like.
Yeah, so to those of you who have comments about like the eBay videos that we put out being like it's because essentially you read between the lines, it's because you're shit, right? So it's just like yeah, well, you know, at the moment our store has got less, so yes, in terms of that it is a bit shit, but then again we're building it up anyway.
Yeah.
So this is a change that we implemented recently. It will be a case of building up the stock we have again. Because we sold off all the stock we did have that we weren't going to sell anymore. So that's essentially what we've done. So we knew it was going to be like more or less like starting all again with this.
Yeah.
And that doesn't sometimes have a really majorly quick turnaround. Now we're not at this point where we want to be working 15 hours a day, 7 days a week, as lovely as it sounds to get 10k a week. I don't want to die at the age of 45, so I'm not going to do that. However, if that's something that interests you, then that's entirely your choice. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do that, I must admit.
No.
Yeah.
I wish we could do that. I wish we could bring in that kind of money, but I'm not willing to make the sacrifices. I mean, because I myself have certain disabilities which mean I cannot work long hours. And are you the same, Alexis? Are you happy to say that?
I just don't want to be honest with you.
So I have to, you know, do what my body lets me do, basically. That sounds really rude, doesn't it? In like an OnlyFans way.
Yeah. So the link to the OnlyFans will be below, and you can see
We're not
what.
quite that hard up just yet. And you'd have to be hard up to watch us on OnlyFans.
You'd have to be desperate, I think. But anyway, the fact is, though, our circumstances have changed quite a lot too. So we went from working at home, you know, sort of a couple of years or 2-3 years ago now. So we worked at home and we were able to put loads more hours in. We did that way more. We do work from home more often now, but we partly work at home and then we partly work from a unit. So we divide our time. And that also includes obviously like the travel and the trips to the post office and, you know, sourcing and all the sorts of other stuff that we throw in. So that is the circumstances for us at the moment. When we go back to working from home, we will work probably nearly as much as we used to, I would say. Yeah, because we did work a lot, and yeah, it was a lot better for us. But at the moment we are just trying to think of ways to reduce cost, whilst being able to be fairly flexible with the hours we do and where we work and stuff as well. So, and luckily we found a really good unit where because we're now considered their long-term, you know, people who've been there, so they will give us a decent deal on the stuff that
They give us amazing deal.
On the stuff that we have, and that includes my own unit as well. That's pretty decent, I think, really. Yeah. But
you know, people out there who saying that we haven't got enough, we don't do this and we don't do that, we make enough to pay our bills, and that's enough for us, isn't it? So you don't need to worry about us. We're not gonna, you know, starve. Obviously, we're not gonna starve.
No.
There's plenty of popped noodles in the cupboard. But you know, if you do want to leave us your estate in your will, that's absolutely fine by me.
Yeah. Yes, and we did have a comment because we did a Whatnot show.
Oh yes.
So we did a Whatnot show last Monday, and should we give an update on that actually?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so just beforehand though, before we give that update, there was a comment left afterwards that I was irritable with someone or irritated by somebody, I believe was the word. That wasn't the case, honestly.
No.
It had been a long old show. It was like 2 hours long.
The only person Alexis gets irritated with is me.
And myself normally.
And most of the time it's justified. Because I'm a bit of a nightmare. But no, please don't ever think we're irritated with anybody. We're just really grateful when you come to our Whatnot shows and have a bit of a banter. So to you out there, you know who you are. Don't worry.
Yeah, no.
It's all good.
It was a long
I think it was
show.
2 hours.
Just over, I
and
believe,
it was quite
by the end of it.
after a full day's work, and we were just like, ugh.
I know there's probably people out there who are like, oh, come on, bitch, please.
Yeah,
you know,
bitch, please,
it's just
I
like,
for 6 hours.
Yeah, I did a 16-hour show once, and that's fine. But
Someone said they saw a
it
12-hour show.
I bet it turned into a sleep stream, was what I was going to say.
Unless you want to see us asleep and dribbling, then we're never going to do more than 2 hours, are we?
No.
But we will be doing more Whatnot shows. I've noticed that loads of people have followed our little link and signed up but not actually brought anything. If you've got signed up and got your free tenner, there is loads of stuff in our shop that you can just go and buy with your free tenner. Or we will be having another show. We're off on holiday next week for a few, not next week, this week for a few days.
You got that in stereo?
Yeah, for a few days. But then when we get back, we'll sort out a whatnot show and let you all know.
And the update is on the doubling our cash. They want to give you a certain period of time.
And someone made
was
a
it 2
mistake.
weeks? I think it's 2 weeks they give you to earn a certain. You earn a certain amount, and they will double it, right? So I think it's up to 500 quid, and they will then, if you reach a certain amount of hours. How many hours was it? It was like
6 hours.
6 hours in 2 weeks. Then they will double your money. The trouble is, it was miscalculated, and we thought we needed to do a 2-hour stream.
But
And it
we
actually
needed to
turns
do a
out
3 hour
we needed to do 3 hours, so we didn't quite reach. Well, we didn't reach the threshold of getting that
our last
double
show
money.
was really good because we had quite a few people in there and people were actually outbidding each other, which is, you know, always good. And we made the most we made out of the free shows so far.
Yeah.
Because we get things for quite cheap and we don't mind passing it on to you for quite cheap. We make a little bit of money, everyone's happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So don't worry about your lack of eBay sales. It is summer. Things do go quiet over the summer anyway. And, you know, there are other platforms out there. Vinted, Depop, Etsy, Bricklink if you do Lego, whatnot. Just try a bit of everything is what I think.
There's like Macari and stuff like that. So
I don't really understand that.
all that kind of thing. So
I did try Vestiaire, but absolutely no look on that.
So
one.
there's these other platforms. It's just go look round, see what platforms you fancy trying out, because there's always other platforms.
Now I would like to do an impromptu giveaway if you've watched till the end. As you saw earlier, I made a tinfoil hat.
How do you post it?
Post it.
How will you post a tinfoil hat?
I will flatten it and send it. But this obviously increases sales, so everyone wants this. So, in the chat, but in the comments below, if you want to enter this giveaway, just write, I will use my tinfoil hat for, and then the best one we will choose, and then I will send out this tinfoil hat to you. And we can even sign it if you want.
God, I mean, don't all reach for your, comment sections at once, because that's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
It's almost as good as that time we gave away a stick.
God, Jen.
But people
a stick,
loved
a
it.
coin, and a mug. Yeah.
People loved it.
There you go. And just to make it more enticing, I put it on my head as well. So then, it's been on both our heads, hasn't it? Look at it.
But like, subscribe, comment below, and we'll see you in the next one after our holiday. Bye!
Bye.